Yo, what's up? We're the Disco Fries, and you're listening to Release with Reelax.
The number you have reached has been disconnected. The new number is...
The phone booth.
All right, here we go in the phone booth. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the first time we're welcoming to our country, currently out here for their liftoff tour. We are talking to, out of the US, Nick and Danny, the Disco Fries. Lads, how are you?
Good. How's it going, man? Good. What's up?
Yeah, great to have you here. Things are good, and it's a great pleasure to welcome you to the first time out here to Australia. This is your first tour out here in Australia. How's it going so far?
It's awesome, man. It's really amazing that, we put out a bunch of records out here and over the past couple of years, and this is our first time, so it's great.
Absolutely. I guess you've got obviously a firm interest in Australia. The collaboration with Tommy Sunshine and Fries and Shine thing going on at Orchestrator, which is doing some great stuff out here. There's a new massive Dero remix which has been flying around too, and also you've got a forthcoming release on One Love as well. So Australia's firmly been in your sights, as well as the rest of it. Of course, we're going to mention you're holding down residencies between Las Vegas and New York City. What has sort of captivated you about Australia from so far across the other side of the world to get your eye over here?
It just sounds like people are really knowledgeable on the music out here. We've heard nothing but good things about the club scene, which sometimes is a little hurting in the States. People are out there just for show and not really to, have a good time and listen to the music. And, we've done 2 shows so far out here. Both have proven that the country likes to party, knows their music.
Great stuff. I mean, that's big news coming from guys that are, obviously the massive EDM explosion in the US is well documented, and also, Las Vegas is the home of partying. So to hear that the Australians know how to hold up, that's a big pat on the back for them.
Definitely.
Let's talk about your production work. I mean, how long have you guys been working together as Disco Fries?
We started making music probably around 2007, 2008, and we've been doing this a lot more seriously over the past, I'd say 2-3 years, with touring and stuff.
I think that last year there were 70 shows from coast to coast over in the US. You do a biannual, Asia tour, China and Hong Kong already on there, and now, of course, out here for Australia. And amongst all that, you've got some of the biggest names supporting your tunes, Tiesto, Hardwell, Cascade, Oki. I mean, these are some great names, and for what is relatively a short space of time for you guys to get that recognition. I mean, have you sort of targeted this, or has it sort of been just sort of putting stuff out there and just finding voice with the right like-minded heads?
It's been a little bit of everything. I mean, real early we got on the blog scene, and I feel like that's how we got some initial support from more local DJs, and then it just kind of got sent up from there. Once you start building a buzz online, you'd be surprised who your tracks can get in the hands of. And that's how I remember one of the first ones for us was we did a kind of like a bootleg of Avicii's Silhouettes, and that one got played by Hardwell, Tiesto, Quintino, a couple other guys, and these were guys we had never been in touch with, never contacted directly at that point, so it was really cool to see that happen.
One man that I guess is renowned for picking up on hot new talent is Tommy Sunshine, who you guys have formed a great production relationship with, as we mentioned, Fries and Shine already together. I mean, how are you guys working and finding that? I mean, he must be a great mentor.
Yeah, no, Tommy's amazing to work with. I mean, Danny and I come from, music school backgrounds. We were both musicians, and Tommy, not so much, but he just knows music. He's been around music his entire life. Used to work in a record store before he was a DJ and producer, so he knows literally every song on the face of the planet. And, he'll come into the studio when we're trying to make something super, musical and refined and kind of just tear it apart and make us turn it upside down. And it's a great collaboration and combination, and we complement each other really well.
Both Nick and Danny out here in Australia currently on their liftoff tour around the country, in the phone booth right here on Release. Guys, there is a lot going on for you, but you seem to fit in ever so much more always. What is next for you guys? So you've got this tour going on underway at the moment, but then what is it you're holding for the rest of 2013 for Disco Fries?
Well, we got a bunch of original releases coming up. One of the ones we're really excited about is coming out on One Love near the end of September, I think. It's Parachutes, kind of a big room progressive track. But then we also got releases on CR2. We had one come out just this week, which is a collaboration with us, Tommy Sunshine, and Loopers, who's an upcoming guy out of Holland. We got another original of ours called Lose It on CR2 in September. Just a bunch of records.
Just, yeah, for having time to still work so hard in the studio. I mean, how do you find that on the road and the studio output production? Do you find that pretty easy this day and age, or you guys need to lock up and find some space everywhere you go?
Well, we're definitely lucky enough to have a spot here in Sydney that we're working out of this week. But normally we're just on the laptop, and obviously it's always easier when we're home during the week and we're able to settle down in our home studios and work. But we make it happen on the road. We can't really take our foot off the gas at this point. We have too many projects going on, and we need to make them happen. So.
Absolutely. No, we look forward to hearing the output. It's been a solid ride so far, guys. We thank you for stopping in and having a chat in the phone booth here on Release, both of you. Before you go, though, we like to ask, is there something you can play on the show for us?
Yeah, sure. So like I mentioned, we've got a new record coming out on One Love. It's called Parachutes. It's us. It was co-written by a guy, Paul Brandoli, who's part of Wonderland Journals. He's also had a release on One Love. Really good dude. So, yeah, take a listen. I think this will be the premiere, actually.
Oh, here it is. Premiere picked by the men themselves. Disco Prize for you right here on Release.
For more, head to djrelax.com.